Welcome everybody, I am Tock Custom, and on this video we're going to show you how to make your own zipper. Now I know that might sound very unusual, but there's a lot of applications where making your own zipper is extremely practical and it can save you a lot of money. Now I'm going to show you some examples of why you might need to do this, and then we'll jump right into how you would go about making your own zipper. Okay, now there are three main types of zippers. There are separating zippers, there are open zippers, and there are closed zippers. And I'll give you some examples. Separating zipper obviously is like a hoodie. This is just a regular coffee hoodie I made. It separates at the bottom. These are harder to make, but you can modify these so that they're shorter if you need to. I did a hoodie tutorial, and I included that as part of that tutorial. But the ones that you can make from scratch are things like open and closed zippers. Now the best example of an open zipper is on a pair of jeans where you unbutton it and it opens at the top and there's a stopper at the bottom that keeps it from falling apart. So this is something where it opens, it allows you to get into your pants, and then you can zip it, closes at the top, and then you button it and your pants work fine. Alright, so now there's some examples of some closed zippers. So a good example is a zipper pouch where it is fixed at one end, you unzip it, and it's fixed at the other end. So it's not going to open wide on either end. It just allows you to put things in. Also like a pocket on a purse or a hygiene case like this, it's fixed on one end, fixed on the other. It can open, but it's not going to separate at either end. Now here's some examples of some pre-made open-ended zippers that you would buy from any fabric store or online or anything like that. So when I unzip this, it is open at one end and it is fixed at the other end. And these are great, again, for making jeans and other things like that. Now what I really wanted to talk about was this right here. This is called a Make a Zipper Kit, and you can get these on Amazon or online or at most fabric stores, and it is 5.5 yards of zipper tape that come with 12 zipper pulls. This costs about $12 or so, whereas if you buy one of these, this can cost between $4 and $7 sometimes. So the value of making your own zippers is tremendous. Now again, I made both the zippers for this zipper pouch and for this piece of armor using this Build a Zipper Kit. And this is an example of an open zipper that opens at one end. And this is an example of a closed zipper, which is fixed on both ends. So I'm going to show you how to do both an open and closed zipper, building your own with this kit right here. So, for example, if I want to make a custom zipper for a zipper pouch like this, I've got my pattern that I made for how to make that, and all I have to do is unroll my zipper tape, and I'm going to lay this flat along the top edge of where my zipper is going to go, right? All right, now as you can see, the zipper tape is very long, and all I need to do is just take one of the zipper pulls, and I'm going to pull this all the way to the opposite end, and I just need to make sure that this zipper pull right here is between where my pouch is going to start and where it's going to end at the top here. So I've got one zipper pull there, and that's right in the middle. That's exactly what we want. Alright, now once I'm at this point, I know exactly how long my zipper needs to be. So all I'm going to do, I'm not even going to mark anything. I'm just going to cut it so it's exactly the length that I need it to be for whatever project I'm making. Now if we were going to make this as a zipper pouch, this needs to be fixed at both the top and bottom of the zipper, just like it is on this right here, where it's going to be fixed at the top and the bottom right there. So what we need to do is take this over to a sewing machine, and I'm going to show you how to make this a fixed zipper. Alright, so I'm at my sewing machine, and the first thing we have to do is I'm going to turn this around back, and most sewing machines have a lever where I'm going to flip this to the left, and what that does is it is going to drop the feed dogs down into the machine so that it is not going to move the fabric, or in this case the zipper, at all. Alright, now that we know the fabric's not going to move because we dropped the feed dogs down, I'm going to go to my zigzag stitch here, and I'm going to edit the stitch so that it is as wide as possible. Every machine can do this with a zigzag. This one's digital, some are, you have to like turn a little dial. The stitch length doesn't matter because the fabric won't move. Alright, now that that's all set up, the next part is really easy. So all I have to do is feed my zipper about maybe a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch under my presser foot here, and I'm going to lower the presser foot. I'm using white thread just so you can see it a little bit easier. Otherwise, I would normally use black thread. Now, the needle is on the left, so as I lower this down by hand, I'm going to see that it's not going to hit any of the zipper teeth there, and it's going to snap to the right, and as it comes down, it's not going to hit any of the zipper teeth there. So now I'm just going to use my foot, and I'm just going to do like 20 stitches back and forth real quick. Okay, now you don't have to backstitch because it doesn't actually work, but I can cut my stitches, pull this out, and I'm going to clean up some loose threads real quick. Alright, so this is our new zipper stop. So as I unzip this all the way down, it is going to stop when it hits those threads that we just sewed into place right there, which is exactly what we want. Now, if I were to zip this up, there's nothing that's going to stop the zipper pull from just flying off the end of this. So because we're going to do a closed zipper, we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side, about a 1/4 inch or maybe a 1/2 inch from the edge. I'm going to do 2 hand cranks so I know it doesn't hit the zipper teeth. And then I'm going to do about 20 stitches. Cut my thread, and I'm going to clean that up real quick. Alright, we are done with making a closed zipper. It was that simple. So now I've got a stopper at the bottom that's not going to go past that. I've got a stopper at the top, so when it closes, that's fine. But this is precisely a 9-inch zipper, specifically designed for doing one of my zipper pouches. And this cost me pennies compared to what it would have cost me to buy one of these outright from the store. Alright, so now let's talk about an example of an open zipper and how we would do that. So this has to open at one end, like a pair of jeans, or in this case, a bracer for a part of a costume that I made. So it has to open so that I can fit my wrist in it, or I can put it on like a pair of pants, and then when I zip it shut, it's going to give me a nice perfect fit so that it fits and it's not going to fall off or get loose or anything like that. So how do we make an open zipper like this? Alright, so let's say I made a new bracer and I needed to make a custom zipper for something like this. I need to measure from top to bottom. This is just barely over 8.5 inches, which is a very unique size for a zipper. So let's see what we'd need to do to make a open-ended zipper for something like this. Alright, so we have our brand new 8.5-inch zipper, and we need to make this an open-ended zipper for our new bracer. So we need to figure out which side the bottom is first. So the bottom side is the side where it opens up when we pull it in that direction. So this is going to be our bottom, because as we pull this down, it's opening, and we don't want it to go past that. So what I want to do is, we're going to do the same thing we did before, where about 1/2 inch from the edge, we are going to seal this up with stitches. Alright, now to make this open-ended, all we have to do is just separate the teeth here by hand, and this will just kind of come apart, which is fine. So we've got 2 separated parts of our zipper teeth right here. Now normally what we've been doing is we've been joining the zipper teeth with thread so that that won't come apart, but with an open-ended zipper, what we want to do is we've got 2 separated parts of our zipper teeth here. So same thing, I'm just going to do the right side first, about 1/2 inch from the edge. And then we're going to do the same exact thing to the left side of the top of this zipper teeth. Cut our thread, and then I'm going to clean this up real quick. Okay, now this type of zipper is done. So I can zip this all the way down to the bottom. It's going to stop by those threads there. If I go all the way up to the top, the 2 independent stoppers will stop this up at the top. So I could sew this into a pair of jeans or, you know, a costume or something where this application would make sense. Alright, so I've got one more zipper here, and this is just a store-bought zipper. It is a 6-inch zipper, and let's say I was making a pair of jeans that said I needed a 5-inch zipper. I'll show you how I would shorten this so that it would fit my project properly. So if I had to shorten this by 1 inch, all I'd have to do is put the end with the stopper where my presser foot is, go about 1 inch in, and then I'm going to do the same exact thing and put a new stopper at the bottom. And then when I'm done, all I have to do to shorten it is just cut the zipper and it'll go right through plastic or metal teeth. You just have to be kind of careful. So now we just took a 6-inch zipper and made it a 5-inch zipper by putting a new stopper in place, and this will unzip and stop where we want it to, and it will be an open-ended zipper that will stop by its original metal stoppers at the top. So that is another method of shortening zippers, which is really useful in a ton of different applications. Alright you guys, that's it. I know it was a very simple tutorial, but I don't hear a lot about people making or modifying their own zippers. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of tutorials on how to make men's jeans, different types of bags, different types of pouches that use zippers. So this is a really useful skill. Now I will put links of the how to build a zipper kit below in the description. So if you're looking to get one of these, they're very useful, and there will be a link below. I really want to thank you guys for watching this and all of your support. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and all of your support, and I will see you guys in the next video.